Hi guys, I hope you're good. I've got another cruising video for you today. My assistant is back again. This is Mike.
Hello.
What's the plan?
To go somewhere, I guess, and come back.
Yeah, so we've got 2.5 days. So the plan is get as far up the River Lee as we can and back. It's so bloody hot though. It's baking. Yeah, but we'll set off in a minute and see how far we get. Right?
Yeah.
Let's do this. Start, we'll push the back out. It took a really long time to get off my mooring because there were so many weeds in the water. I'm on lock duty today and Mike's going to get some more experience at the tiller. This is City Mill Lock. All the boaters on my moorings are trained to operate it, but anyone else coming through has to book passage with the CRT. It's a horrible lock to do solo because the bollards are positioned so illogically. You can kind of pump the tiller a bit. Okay. So just like that. Watch where we're going and feel it. Feel it. That's it. And then there you go. So you're up now. So just keep it straight. All of this weed on the water is duckweed, which just sits on the surface and doesn't interfere at all with the propeller. So this is good weed. We're travelling north on the River Lee. It's early afternoon and we'll keep going until we get bored or hungry. We're coming up to Old Ford Lock. I think all the locks today will be electric ones, so it's going to make my job nice and easy. I know straight away that Mike's going to bump the boat, but I'm not going to say anything. There we go. He's going slow enough that it doesn't matter. I've promised myself today not to interrupt him unless he asks for help or I think he's doing something dangerous. I like what I see here, a barge full of weeds. Hopefully that means the CRT have been out clearing the river and we'll have a clear run. If you haven't seen the videos of our recent cruise, you should definitely watch them to understand why I never want to see the inside of my weed hatch ever again. It would be nice for a change to have a cruise without any drama. Up there is the Hartford Union Canal, but we're going to carry on straight. The great thing about the River Lee is that we'll be seeing loads of really big boats like this one. Oh dear, I always hate seeing a sunken boat. There's the weed boat man. Is there a proper name for the weed clearing boat? Oh, that is a cute boat. Here's another weed angel. I want to drive his crane boat weed clear thingy. We admire this converted lifeboat. I love how creative people get with them. Maybe I'll convince Mike to get one instead of a narrowboat. I doubt it though. That is very cute. There's Seraphina, she is a character from a book. A Port Felix. I love all the different boat names. If you were going to have a boat, what would you call it? Let me know in the comments below. On the right hand side is a weir. I believe this boat here is actually for sale. I really like that little building. I can recommend that pub there, the Princess of Wales. We're in Clatton, which is a part of Hackney. It's a nice enough area. A bit rough, but also very gentrified. What's nice about it is that there are lots of parks and green open spaces. These young kayakers were very, very good. I'd love to have a kayak, but I tried it out once and unfortunately it really aggravated my back injury and I spent the next 2 days in bed afterwards. There's the Clapton Sea Cadets. I almost joined the Sea Cadets actually because there was a girl at school who I fancied and she was a Sea Cadet. Up here on the right is Springfield Marina. I had my boat surveyed there when I bought it. Do you see how much I like to torture myself? I could have come here for my blacking instead of going all the way to Uxbridge. But that wouldn't have been as much of an adventure. There's the local rowing club. For some reason, that has never appealed to me. Look at that heron. Wow. We're at Tonbridge Lock now. We're going to stop after this at the first place we can find. Mike's been up since 3 o'clock this morning, so we want to get an early night. Here's a question that I don't know the answer to. All of the locks so far have been double locks, and one of them has always been broken or closed. But if you're coming up to a double lock, how do you know which one to go for? Because none of them have been signposted, so can you use either of them in normal circumstances? Mike brings the boat in beautifully. We got chatting to a really nice guy here. He's coming up the lock after us. Once we were through, we looked for somewhere to moor. I was concerned that there was a line of boats and then a really, really long gap. So we pulled up alongside the last boat in the line. We couldn't see any obvious hazards, but there was a load of duckweed on the top of the water. As we tried to moor in front of the last boat, we soon realised that the water was extremely shallow and the boat got grounded. Mike was trying to free us with the pole, but we would not budge, and I tried to reverse us off, but the rudder hit something really hard under the water and my engine cut out. Every time I restarted it and tried to put it into gear, it cut out again. Luckily, the guy we'd just been chatting to on the lock cruised past, and he agreed to give us a tow up to the nearest mooring spot. I lifted the engine boards. I couldn't see any obvious damage. He dropped us off at the next available mooring, and Mike checked the weed hatch for any obstructions around the propeller.
Do you ever get the feeling of deja vu? Oh, hello.
We found something. But there's definitely something around there, so that's good. That makes me feel better.
It's wrapped around the propeller completely.
Right. Do you need a knife, or do you think you can get it?
Okay, I'll have a go.
That is huge. Okay, I thought it was a sleeping bag. What do you...
It's got a zip on it.
Okay, so maybe a coat or a sleeping bag.
Oh, so it's hook.
Oh, it's a coat hanger.
Coat hanger. Either that or we just killed Captain Hook.
I am so glad he's found something. It means the engine's okay. Wow.
I don't feel so bad about the engine cutting out now.
No, I feel great now.
At least we know where it is.
Yeah.
Can't fill up on the boat again. It won't be as that bad as it was last time. It'll be fine.
But you said that you're not superstitious. You always laugh at me when I say, don't say that, you're going to jinx things. And you always give me that look, like I'm crazy. Once he cleared the sleeping bag out, he found something else.
Okay. And your second prize tonight.
Oh, no, get it in my engine bay.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Is that a fleece?
You know what? I think I want a coat like that.
It's a coat. This is what we got. That is a decent looking jacket. And then a sleeping bag, which is not so decent now. After all that excitement was over, I cooked us a lovely dinner on the world's worst barbecue, and then we relaxed for the rest of the evening. Join us next time for day 2 of our adventure. Thank you for watching.